How's it going, people? Yeah, I'm sure it's kind of dim out here. It's dark. It's late. Just been fucking around on YouTube and watching random videos, and I come across one of my longtime fans, one of my longtime subscribers, one of my longtime buddies on YouTube, Sergey Iron Fist, which hilariously, a lot of the anti-Tonewood people, the Tonewood deniers, whatever, they think that that's my sock puppet account, that like that he's me and shit. It's hilarious. I think it's fucking hilarious. But I've been watching his videos recently, and he's been kind of documenting this deterioration between the fucking groups of people. So Ed Dana, which was in the time of when I was going at it with Will Gelvin and DKG and stupid fuckers like that just run their mouth but really have nothing ever valid to say. We came upon this truce because they were sick of the shit that was coming from my end, and I was sick of the shit that was coming from their end. So we were like, all right, agree to disagree, fuck it. Like, we've talked this subject into the ground. Let's just get over it and shit. We ended up figuring out that a lot of us had a lot more in common than we did, opposing each other. And a lot of the gripes and shit were just misunderstandings. But what kind of fucked this all up for me was there was a point in time where Will made one video about Tonewood, and I talked to him about it. I was like, what? We had an agreement that we weren't gonna get on this shit anymore. And he was like, yeah, this is just the one I'm going to do. I just had to reply to, it was a reply to Rob Chapman, having an actual professional talking about how Tonewood affects the sound of an electric guitar. But yet, Will Gelvin had something to say to this professional that's been, making iconic guitars and guitars that are, infinitely more valuable for so many more years. But apparently Will Gelvin, because he has the whiteboard, he's got the answers. So he wanted to make videos about it. I got sick of it. I said, fuck you guys. And meanwhile, in this time that we were going through this truce, that we were supposed to be cool and not talking about this shit, Ed Dana, one of his biggest ass kissers, wanted to be my friend and shit. So we started talking and shit, and it was all well and good. It pisses me off that they put me in that kind of position where I had to, like, literally be like, fuck you guys. Like, it just, they're not trustworthy people. They're shitty people. I mean, that whole entire truce, there was a bunch of people that came to my channel like, you know what, man, I really look up to you for doing this truce. I didn't think you would fucking do it. And who were the fucking ones that broke that truce? Those stupid motherfuckers. The same motherfuckers that always did this shit, that were always the instigators of it, broke the fucking truce. I have yet to make a fucking video on Tonewood, and I plan on doing it again because it's fucking pissing me off. It's just bugging me. But watching Sergey's videos, he's been documenting this little fight that apparently Ed Dana is going through with Will Gelvin. And he thinks that Will Gelvin is sending these trolls, Elmo B and Durs X, which were like my original trolls. Like trolls that were from the time when I was, debating Scott Grove and shit. Which, by the way, I have no qualms with Scott Grove, to be honest. I really don't even think he's a bad dude. I think he's a just fine dude. He in my opinion, he's kept to his word. He hasn't really, he hasn't been going at the same kind of shit that he was back then. He's kind of stuck to what he said he was going to do. He's just kind of doing his own thing, which is totally fine with me. I totally respect people doing their own thing, but when they're trying to fuck over other people and spread lies and shit, that's when I get pissed. Scott hasn't really been doing that. I mean, I'm sure some of my fans will be like, well, you gotta watch this. Fucking show me a bunch of videos. But from what I've seen, I mean, Scott's a cool dude. We talk every once in a while. He's got a good attitude about things, so I have no problems with him. And that was the original person that I had a problem with. But people like Will Galvin and shit, they don't know when to stop. And they don't know when to shut up. So I think it's just hilarious that little group that was so adamant about like going after me and shit is now just breaking up. They're having all this drama within their little marriage that they had. Inviting me to these online fucking hangouts and shit all the time. Just everyone, I'm like, I don't want to fucking sit and talk to a bunch of dorks. Like, they have no idea what they're talking about, and it's just a bunch of blathering the entire fucking time. And especially, they always wanted to get me on there when DKG was on there, which that guy is just a fucking pompous cunt. Like, I don't want to fucking talk to that asshole. He has nothing fucking intelligent to say whatsoever. I have nothing to say to that motherfucker, so it never was of interest to me. But, yeah, I just figured I'd make this, like, quick little video. Just kind of laughing at this shit, because I think it's hilarious. I've been wanting to say something for a little bit, but I'm like, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't. Fuck it. I really don't care. I've had a beer or two, so might as well. Alright, guys. Stay tuned for more videos. I'll be making some more recently, or pretty soon. I've been having a lot of shit going on. Like, again, with my sister having cancer and shit, and going back and forth to the hospitals and stuff. We've been having to deal with a bunch of different shit, so I just haven't really been focusing on making videos. But I'll make more pretty soon, and I'm sure shit will get interesting. Alright. Peace!